Hello again, world. So I might have gotten a little carried away with my UI update, but we have updated our UI. You'll see now I have a little action widget down there. So before, only pressing the cancel button, which in the gamepad is the right base button, or B on Xbox, circle on PlayStation. That used to be the only way I can exit these menus. Now I can do it with A or B. Um, Pressing any other button doesn't do anything. It has to be A or B, or confirm or cancel. I've also updated my shops, so things should look a little neater now. Oh my god, things should look a little neater now. So you see, as I hover over each button with my gamepad, it highlights and shows the input, and if I use mouse and keyboard, it goes away. Not perfect, obviously. We got this little bug here where it just resets everything to be on. But that's something we could fix. And so this is how you purchase things now. It's just a little neater, a little cleaner, a little bit more consistent. So chatter is always at the bottom now. So we purchase, very nice. Totem Warriors, and get a little bit more consistency now with our menus. And my inputs are now reset. Need to reset that chatter text. So yeah, that is where we are. We've hired our two warriors. They're over here. Can't interact with them yet, but you see they have little interact icons. So we are making progress here. And that is all we have with this UI update. So I know I've got a few little rough bugs here and there with that UI, but I'm going to leave it where it is for now because there are bigger fish to fry. We will come back and polish the UI later. I just wanted to get it look a little neater, a little cleaner. Also want to clean this. This is bad. So you can really see now that there's a hidden button somewhere in here that I keep moving focus to, and that's not good either. Also, it's not showing my ingredients. Interesting. So we've got some things to fix, but there are bigger fish to fry. And just to kind of show a little bit of what I've done. Where to start? Okay, we're going to start here. So when you go talk to the seed shopkeeper, I keep everything wrapped in an overlay first, and then a vertical box, because the vertical box lets me do things like this. Now it doesn't look any different. Or the overlay lets me do that. And I do all this again without a canvas panel, because you don't need a canvas panel. A canvas panel is kind of nice because it gives a nice coordinate system, but you don't need it, and it's really not optimized. So I created a whole other widget for speech text. This way, every time we talk to any NPC, you're going to have the same widget that takes in your speech and dialogue, and it's always going to be the same. It'll always be consistent. So you can just drag and drop that guy in there. I've created some more common border styles. Let me just do this real quick. So to keep everything on one window. There we go. I'm not sure if I showed this in a previous... man, I really should put this in like a whole separate folder. I have a folder way down here. Okay. And then I lost it. See, this is why you got to keep good. Here we go. So we're going to take these styles here, and we're going to just drag and drop those into my styles folder. Because I don't think I talked about what styles are or how they work. They're super powerful. One of the best things about Common UI. Basically, I see UI as Common UI style. And it literally just says, okay, this is a border style, common border style. So every time I select this border style in a drop down, it's going to create these visual settings. So I have one for shop background, which is this. I have one for shop midground, which is this little gray translucent color you see here. I have one for what I call the outline of the shop background. It's that blue outline you've been seeing. So, 4 different border styles. So when you come in here, and you can see all 4 of them being used here. So we have common border, shop background. If I decide I don't like it, or if I decide to make a new background that I want to use instead, I just create that style, or I can edit it more powerfully. Edit shop background. But, let's just say I want to use, I don't know, my shop border instead as the background. And I can just do that, and it just automatically updates that. And it's super nice. But let's just say I decide I don't like that black for all my backgrounds. Cool. I don't know. Let's go something horrible. Let's go purple. Let's go the dark purple. There we go. And so now all of my, this is terrible, but all of my, excuse me. Anytime I use the, oh, you just a regular border? Is that why? Yeah. So you see, when I have a regular border, this is good. This is good, actually, how this works. We're going to wrap this with, I wish you could just replace with a common border, but you can't. You have to use a wrap, and then we're going to select the child, wrap that child with a common border, and we'll select that outer border, replace with child. So now we got this common border here, and now we can just say shop background, because that's what this is. So anywhere I've used that border style now has that god awful purple. I didn't use that style here. So let's go back and make this less ugly. You used to just be a solid black. There we go. So change that back, and now everywhere, there we go, has that black border back. And that's borders in a nutshell. And that's kind of how you want to handle your UI as much as possible. Is just have these preset styles. Excuse you. I don't like the default border. I like vibe all around. Or padding, sorry. But yeah, I just kind of keep things as neat, orderly, and unified as possible. And you can control all kinds of settings with it. I think you can even control things like, no, you can't control padding, but it's a border, and there's styles for everything. There's styles for, let me create a folder for this real quick. Borders. Just, there we go. Now everything's neat. But you have text styles, so let's just say I want a text style title. I'm tired of everything looking the same, right? So I just have the Unreal standard stuff, but I'll make that 32. Yeah, keep the outline. Keep that outline setting. Color. Let's make this a little darker. And I don't like drop shadows, but we'll just add one for the sake of appearance. Cool. So let's go back to one of our shops, and so we have our Port City Warriors here, and we're going to say TS style. Boom. Look at that. Now we got this whole new style. And we're like, that's cool. It's bigger, it's bolder, but we want more, right? So let's go back to our title. It's I don't like using multiple fonts, but we'll use Droid. You have it's big. Let's just say I don't like. I want to get default. That's fine. let's give ourselves a little thicker outline. Let's make this drop shadow a little bit more dramatic. Not really sure how the shadow offsets work. Maybe. I've never used them. I just don't like them as a rule. We're not going to use that. And let's change the color. Let's just say that, you know, that's nice and everything, but we want purple for whatever reason. Cool. So we come back here, and anywhere where we have... actually doesn't look too bad. I made an outline purple instead. But I'm fine with that. Looks like a nice, neat little title. But because I changed it to a title, it is. And we just come through here, we're like, oh, yep, that's a title. Boom. And let's just say I think this is way too wide, so we're going to bring this down 50. And I don't like that typeface. I think that typeface is it's just crazy wide. Where did my styles go? Roboto touted the irony of using a tiny typeface for a title. And there you go. I'm sorry, 1 second. And we're back. Alright, so let's actually go back to our title style. And let's change the actual color of, not the shadow, although that was pretty neat. I have no idea what this is going to look like. I'm going to drag this over here so I don't keep repeating. And that looks terrible, but it gives you the idea. Let's go with the blue. Now I'm just having fun with this. That's really hard to read. Maybe go a little lighter. A little lighter, a little bit more desaturated. See what that looks like. Maybe I should reverse these. So something neat you can do too. It's like, man, I want to hold this color. We just drag it up there. Then you click it, and you have it. This is a very quick and dirty way to switch your colors. Yeah, Port City Warriors. Woo, that's a terrible title. We're actually going to go back to Roboto, and we're going to do this on just italic. Yeah, it's awful. I hate it. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. This is just a demonstration of how styles work. We see how quickly you can just change every title in your game, in your UI, and just every unified text could just be changed rapidly with a common UI. So it's a pretty powerful little tool. So last time I said that we were going to unify our conversation text, which I've done. I have the one conversation widget with the one function that you just call to set your text. And it's literally just that speech. Just shove the speech in there. This is an exposed variable, so if you just have a static text, you interact with the one item is the one set of text. You don't have to call a bunch of functions. You can just type it in, and it sets up on construct, or at least it will on those items. Very light, very simple. It's just a visual. So we said we're going to do that. We said we're going to unify our menus. We've done that. So I need to do it to the cauldron table thing. So if we look back on our, I hardly call it a document. It's less robust than Jira. Cool. So we have that. Let's just get rid of it. So we've done this. We're going to drop this down to P4. Fix cauldron UI, because it's not important right now. P5 is fix other UI bugs, of which there are multiple. So our next step is setting up warrior stats. So warriors that you create have a name, they have a condition. I already forgot RAO, the relationship advancement system. We'll set that up later. They have a level, they have experience, and they haven't benched active Boolean. So we're going to do that. And this is going to be a short video. It's just showing off a little bit of Common UI. My next video is going to have the warrior setup.